What if I told you most brain boosters on the shelf don't actually work? And some may even make your memory worse. That's right. For every supplement that truly sharpens your mind, there are dozens that are nothing but expensive hype. And here's the catch. Most people over 50 are already taking at least one of these worthless pills without realizing it. Today, I'll uncover the 5 brain supplements science says actually work, and expose the 5 you should never waste money on. 5 best brain supplements, backed by science. 1. Omega-3 fatty acids, DHA plus EPA. Think of your brain like a high-powered computer. For the wiring to work, it needs insulation and flexibility. That's exactly what omega-3 fatty acids provide. DHA, one type of omega-3, makes up about 30% of the fat in your brain. It keeps the walls of brain cells soft and flexible, so signals travel quickly and smoothly. Without enough DHA, those signals slow down, like a weak Wi-Fi connection. EPA, the other main omega-3, helps reduce inflammation. Inflammation is like rust on the brain's circuits. Over time, too much of it can interfere with memory, focus, and mood. Do omega-3s actually work? Yes. Studies show people with higher omega-3 levels perform better on memory tasks and even have a slower rate of age-related decline. One review in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found supplements rich in DHA significantly improved memory in adults with mild memory problems. How to use it? Aim for 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams daily of combined DHA plus EPA. Check the label. Good brands list exact amounts, not just fish oil. Pick molecularly distilled products to avoid mercury or other contaminants. Plant-based? Use algae oil, which provides DHA and EPA, though usually at higher doses. Bottom line, if your brain is a machine, omega-3s are the oil that keep it running smoothly. 2. Citicoline, CDP-Choline. Now, let's talk about a hidden gem, Citicoline. Imagine your brain as a busy city. Citicoline works like a traffic controller, helping neurotransmitters, the brain's messages, move smoothly from one place to another. One of the key messages it helps with is acetylcholine, which is essential for learning, short-term memory, and attention. But citicoline does more than that. It supports the energy metabolism of the brain, meaning it helps your brain cells create and use energy. That's especially important when you're solving problems, learning something new, or just trying to stay sharp during the day. In Europe and Japan, Citicoline has been prescribed for stroke recovery and cognitive decline. Research shows it improves attention, memory, and even recall in adults with mild memory loss. Unlike some overhyped supplements, this one has decades of data behind it. How to use it? Effective dose: 250 to 1,000 milligrams per day. Usually well tolerated, though a few people may notice mild headaches or stomach upset at first. Works best when taken consistently, not just occasionally. Think of Citicoline as brain fuel. It helps the lights stay on and the messages move quickly. 3. Vitamin D. Most people think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin for strong bones, but your brain is packed with vitamin D receptors, especially in areas responsible for memory, focus, and mood. Low vitamin D is surprisingly common. Estimates suggest nearly 40% of Americans are deficient. That number is even higher in older adults, since our skin becomes less efficient at producing it from sunlight. Why does this matter for your brain? Studies link low vitamin D levels to slower thinking, weaker memory, and a higher risk of dementia. It also helps regulate key brain chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, the very ones that control mood and mental clarity. How to use it? First, get your blood levels checked. If you're deficient, your doctor may recommend 5,000 IU daily at first, then a maintenance dose of 1,000 to 2,000 IU. Choose vitamin D3, not D2, since D3 is better absorbed. And here's a little-known fact. You need magnesium to activate vitamin D. Without enough magnesium, your supplement may not work as well. Think of vitamin D as the spark that helps keep your brain circuits bright and active. 4. B vitamins: B6, B9, B12. B vitamins are like your brain's maintenance crew, constantly working behind the scenes to keep things running. Together, B6, B9, folate, and B12 lower homocysteine, a compound that damages blood vessels in the brain and is linked to memory decline. Even mild deficiencies in these vitamins can cause forgetfulness, confusion, or mood swings. Older adults are especially at risk for B12 deficiency. Why? Because stomach acid is needed to absorb B12, and acid levels naturally decline with age. Vegetarians and vegans are also at higher risk since B12 comes mostly from animal foods. How to use it? Look for the methylated forms, methylfolate, B9, and methylcobalamin, B12. These are more bioavailable and easier for your body to use. If you suspect deficiency, ask your doctor for a blood test before supplementing. Daily doses vary, but most B-complex supplements cover the recommended amounts safely. Think of B vitamins as the janitors and electricians of your brain, cleaning up harmful byproducts while keeping the power flowing. 5. Magnesium L-Threonate. Finally, let's look at a mineral with a very special twist: magnesium L-Threonate. Magnesium is vital for hundreds of body functions, but here's the catch. Most forms don't reach your brain very well. Magnesium L-Threonate is different. It's the only form proven to cross the blood-brain barrier. Why does that matter? Because inside the brain, magnesium boosts neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections and keep memories strong. Think of it as brain fertilizer, helping new pathways grow while keeping old ones healthy. Studies show magnesium L-Threonate improves working memory, learning ability, and long-term recall in older adults. Many people also notice better sleep, which is crucial because memories are filed away while we rest. How to use it? Typical dose: 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams daily, which gives about 144 milligrams of actual magnesium. Best taken in the evening since it has a calming effect and may improve sleep quality. If your goal is sharper memory and deeper sleep, this form of magnesium checks both boxes. 5 brain supplements to avoid. 1. Ginkgo Biloba. For decades, Ginkgo Biloba was marketed as the ultimate memory pill. You've probably seen it on pharmacy shelves with promises of sharper focus and even protection against dementia. But here's the truth. Large, high-quality studies, including one from the Journal of the American Medical Association, found little to no benefit for healthy adults. In other words, it doesn't deliver on the hype. What makes it riskier is that Ginkgo can thin your blood. If you're taking aspirin, warfarin, or other blood thinners, it can increase the chance of bleeding, especially in older adults. That's not a small side effect, it's a serious safety concern. Verdict: Ginkgo is overhyped, underperforming, and potentially dangerous if mixed with common medications. 2. Proprietary Brain Boost blends. These are those flashy bottles with names like Neuromax, Brain X, or Limitless Focus. The labels look scientific, the ingredient list is long, and the promises are bold. But here's the trick. Most of them hide behind the term proprietary blend. That means they don't tell you exactly how much of each ingredient you're getting. So while the label may include impressive names like Bacopa or ginseng, the amounts are usually too small to do anything. On top of that, they often throw in fillers, caffeine, or cheap additives just to bulk up the capsule. You end up paying premium prices for supplements that are mostly smoke and mirrors. Verdict: if you see Proprietary blend on the label, it's usually underdosed, overpriced, and a waste of money. 3. High-caffeine nootropic stacks. Caffeine by itself can boost alertness, and that's fine in moderation. But many so-called nootropic stacks overload you with 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine in one serving. That's equal to 3 or 4 cups of coffee at once. Sure, you might feel more awake for a few hours, but here's the catch. Caffeine doesn't actually improve memory or learning. It only tricks you into feeling more alert. Worse, too much caffeine can spike your heart rate, raise blood pressure, and ruin your sleep. And sleep is when your brain consolidates memories. So in the long run, you may be harming the very thing you're trying to protect. Verdict: high-caffeine stacks give you a short-term buzz, but drain your brain health over time. 4. Bacopa monnieri, cheap extracts. Bacopa is an ancient Ayurvedic herb with real potential. When used in clinical strength doses and standardized extracts, it's been shown to improve learning speed and memory after a few months of consistent use. But here's the problem. Most supplements on the market don't use those high-quality extracts. They use cheap, underdosed versions, sometimes just a sprinkle, so you don't get the benefits. Instead, what many people experience are side effects, like nausea, stomach cramps, or diarrhea. So yes, Bacopa can work, but only if it's standardized to at least 50% bacosides and taken in proper amounts for 8 to 12 weeks. Most of the $10 bottles you see online fall way short of that standard. Verdict: unless you're getting a trusted clinical-grade extract, Bacopa is more likely to upset your stomach than sharpen your memory. 5. Lion's mane mushroom. Lion's mane has become a trendy, smart mushroom in recent years. It's often marketed with claims that it boosts nerve growth and protects against Alzheimer's. Animal studies do show promise. Lion's mane can stimulate nerve growth factor in lab settings, but when it comes to human evidence, the results are still limited and inconsistent. Most supplements use small, non-therapeutic doses just to slap the name on the label, a practice known as fairy dusting. That means people spend big money expecting miracles, but usually notice little to no change. Until stronger human trials come out, Lion's mane remains more of a maybe one-day supplement than a proven brain booster. Verdict: interesting, yes. Proven, not yet. Save your money until science catches up. So there you have it. 5 supplements worth your time and 5 that are mostly hype. Quick recap: omega-3s, Citicoline, vitamin D, B vitamins, and magnesium L-Threonate are the science-backed winners. Remember, supplements are just the helpers. The foundation is still good sleep, daily movement, and a healthy diet. Now I want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these supplements? Did you notice a difference? Drop your experience in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.